Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. First of all, let us say thank to God, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has given us the grace and hidayah. And don't forget, greeting and salutation to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Before I explain the presentation material, I will introduce myself. My name is Riska Fitri Santiya, NIM 2111220037, major is Pendidikan Bahasa Arab. My goal is to make this video to fulfill my English assignment with the lecturer Mr. Endang Haryanto M.Pd. Okay, the first I want to explain the material about Quran. The Quran, the book of God, is the teaching which were basically the same as were to be for imperfect self-fulfilled scriptures, but these ancient scriptures are no longer preserved in their original state. Later edition and deletion have rendered them unreliable, whereas the Quran, preserved in its original state, is totally reliable. The Quran has 114 chapters. It contains in a nutshell are belief in one God and considering oneself answerable to Him, from belief that the guidance sent by God to the Prophet Muhammad is the truth and that means eternal salvation rests thereon. The second, I want to explain the material about Hajj. About 500 years ago, the Prophet Abraham was ordered by God to lay the foundation of Kaaba, the house of God in Mecca, and to call people to make a pilgrimage to His house. Exhort all people to make the pilgrimage. They shall come to you on foot and on the back of sweet camels. They shall come from every deep ravine. Quran Surah 22 and Ayat 27. Today, still responding to that original call of Abraham and following in the footsteps of the Prophet Muhammad, over 2 million people from every corner of the global gather in Mecca to perform their Hajj. Along with the profession of faith, daily prayers, a month-long annual feast in gratitude to the poor, Hajj is one of the 5 tenets of Islam. Hajj is a once-in-a-lifetime obligation for every Muslim, male or female, provided he or she is healthy enough to travel and has the means to undertake a pilgrimage. The Hajj leads from the 8th to the 13th of the Islamic month of Dhul Hijjah, and as the pilgrimage arrive in Mecca, they are lodged in hotels and houses. The third, I want to explain the material about angel. Of the many beings created by God, the angels are of special importance. They have been entrusted by God with the supernatural power to keep order in the functioning of the universe. They do not, however, deviate in the slightly from the faith of God, for all their functioning is in complete obedience to His will. Diverse and numerous events are taking place in every moment in the universe. For instance, the movement of the star, the shining of the sun and moon, the falling of the rain, the alternation of the season, and so on. All of these and many other contemporary events are attended to by the angel, working in the universe as extremely faithful and obedient servants of God. They ensure the continued existence of the plant and animal species on Earth. The fourth, I want to explain the material about akhirat. Man is an eternal creature, however, his lifespan has been divided by God into 2 parts. and every tiny part of it has been placed in this world, while all of the remainder has been placed in the hereafter. The present world is the world of action, while the world of the hereafter is the place for arriving the harvest of action. The present world is imperfect, but the world of the hereafter is perfect in every respect. The hereafter is a limit world where all things have been provided in their ideal state. God has placed His heaven full of all kinds of blessing in the world of the hereafter. Those who prove to be God-fearing and pious in this world will enter into the world to find the gates of heaven entirely open for them, but those who are oblivious of God in this present world or who opt for the path of contumely in regard to God's matter are similar in God's eyes. All such people will deprived of the blessing of the hereafter. The fifth, I want to explain the material about prophet. A prophet is a person chosen by God as his representative. When God appoints someone as his messenger, he sends his angel to him to inform him of his new status. In that way, the individual can have no doubts about his appointment as God's apostle. Later, God reveals his message to him through his angel so that he might communicate the divine teaching to all his fellow men. God has given man a mind so that he may be endued with understanding, but his mind can only grasp things that are apparent. It cannot go below the surface, and there are many things to apprehend it, or with a superficial knowledge is insufficient. The deeper realities of this world are beyond the scope of the human mind, and so far as God and the next world are coordinated, they must remain forever invisible beyond the reach of human perception. What the prophet does is to enlighten people so that they may overcome his human inadequacy. He tells of the reality of the thing here and now, and also gives understanding of the next world. He terribly enables the individual to formulate a plan for his inter-existence in the full light of knowledge and awareness, so that he may carry out a successful life of himself. The sixth, I want to explain the material about the mosque of Islam. What is the role of the mosque in Islam? Mosque literally means a place for self-prostration, that is a place formally designed for the saying of prayers according to means in a faith that is a center for the inculcation of reference, where individuals learn what is meant by piety and are then prepared for a life of devotion to the Almighty. The most important of all these activities is the saying of prayers, a ritual to be carried out 5 times a day as prescribed by Islam. This act of worship the great means of instilling a sense of awe in the devout man by carried out and in place, but ideally is performed in an organized manner in congregation within the mosque. There, the worship may be 10 for the all have to say stand in row behind the imam. This teaches the lesson of unity, never just number in isn't in individual action. A friend received our prayer and rewarded on the account of his innate recapture and sincerity. The prayer begins with oblation, that is a symbolic reminder the that the Muslim soul is alive in this world instead of purification of the feeling and the soul. The seventh, I want to explain the material about zakat. Zakat is the fourth pillar of Islam. Zakat means setting apart for Allah every year a certain portion of one's saving and wealth and spending it for religious duties and only the members of the community. The fulfillment of this duty is, in fact, in kind of remember that one has his interest for Allah. Man shall therefore hold nothing back from Allah to whatever one may amass is one's lifetime. One's own personal contribution is insignificant if the Supreme Being who is at work in the heavens and on the air represent to compare with man, there will be nothing that the latter could accomplish single-handed. He will not be able to plan so much as a single, say to make things grow, or call he add up any introduce or carry out any other such. If Allah were to withdraw any one of His material blessing, all our plans will go early, and all our efforts will be brought to naught. The eighth, I want to explain the material about the essence of fasting. Fasting is prescribed once a year in the month of Ramadan. One fasts every day of the month from the first light of dawn until sundown. During that time, one abstains completely from food and drink. According to the Quran, there are two purposes of fasting, namely, to make one conscious in life and to make one thankful to God. Quran Surah 2 ayat 183 dan 185. Food and drink is man's most basic necessity. When he is consumed by hunger and thirst, he sees how weak the really is. He realizes how much he is in need of the succor of God. This experience makes him aware of this, that is as God's humble servant. This feeling leads to consent in life. Then in the evening, when he eats and drinks, he sees how God has made complete provision for his needs. His heart is filled with gratitude. He praises God and offers thanks to Him.